Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm back with a new video. I'm gonna try to do videos more often. And I'm a little stressed right now because of school, and also I just got in my first car accident today, so that happened. Yeah, I'm okay. It was the other person's fault, so it doesn't matter. Well, it matters, but it's not that bad. Our car's fine. So, anyway, whatever. Today is going to be a tag video. I was tagged by Melissa from Melissa Books, and she did the book Scavenger Hunt tag. And I was going to do this all organized and pretty and in the order that she did it, but I'm lazy. So I'm just going to pick a book up off of the ground that I have and say the question that this book represents, and then do it that way instead. So one of the questions was find a book with gold lettering in the title, and I chose Blood Tide by Melvin Burgess, and yeah, it's gold lettering, so pretty cool. I really want to read this. It's like a dystopian book by Melvin Burgess, which is awesome because I love Melvin Burgess, and I will talk about him again later on in this video. The next book I have is, the next question was find a book with stars on the cover. And this is going to be kind of hard to see, but I chose Return to Paradise by Simone Alcalez, and I'm not sure how good my camera is, and this is a really glossy book, so I don't think you can see them. But you see the moon. There's stars around the moon. You just can't tell because of my camera. But I swear to God, there are stars on this book. And they're on the back, too. But there you can see them. You can see them now. Kinda. So, yeah, you saw them. Okay. I need to read that book, by the way. I really, really want to read her books. The next I got is to show us an adult book. And I chose The Traveling Vampire Show by Richard Lehman, which is a book about a vampire circus, basically. And it's supposed to be really good. My friend, someone on YouTube recommended it to me. I've only read a page so far, basically, but I didn't get very far into it. But I want to eventually read this because I hear he's a great author, and I love horror, so I want to read some horror. That'll be fun. Next is my oldest book that I own. That's one of the new questions, and that is The Seven Dials Mystery by Agatha Christie. This copy was, I don't think you can see because it's kind of bad quality, but 75 cents. It says right there, 75 cents for the book. And it was published, this copy is the second printing, published in 1971. So, originally published in 1929. So, yeah, it smells like an old book. It is an old book. It's yellow pages all over and everything, and yeah. So I want to read that too because I've never read an Agatha Christie book, but I hear she's really great. Okay, this is kind of where I cheat a little bit and kind of get a little silly. The next question is find a book with a key on it, and I chose With or Without You by Brian Ferry. Now, as you can see, there is no key on this book whatsoever. What I am talking about, basically, is... Okay, do I have to say it again for the millionth time? Eric, he is the key to my heart. So, Eric, which his name is right there in the top corner. You can see it right there. Eric, right here. Okay, I'm gonna stop being... I want to read this book again now. I want to reread it because it's so amazing. And yeah, he totally is the key to my heart. The next book I have is a book with animals in the book itself, and that is Gone, Gone, Gone by Hannah Moskowitz. This book, the first chapter of this book, I forget how many pets that the main character had, but I think I can look it up. It's a lot. It's like a bunch of cats, some dogs, a guinea pig, birds. It's a lot. So I really like that book so far. I need to read more of it. The next one is to find a classic. I think I chose two classics by accident. Oh well. I got The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, which I consider a classic technically because it is published in 1967. And it was the book that got me into reading, and it's such a prolific, amazing book. I love this book so much. I've read it. I've read this more than any other book, and I want to reread it again. It is that damn good. It is so, so amazing. I love it so much. Then, I was supposed to find a book with only words on the cover, and that book is Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom. I love this book again. It is just brilliant. Oh, it's so, so good. Oh, I love it so much. You need to read it. It's so good. So good. And then I was supposed to find a book with, I'm not sure if this was, no, okay. This was the book with the girl on the cover, and that is Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, which I love a lot. And I'm reading Frostbite now. I'm halfway done. Oh, by the way, I got a haircut. You could tell. By the way, I got a haircut. So yeah, I have ADD, obviously. So yeah, I love this book, and yeah, there's a girl on the cover. You can tell it's a girl, and yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice. Okay, next is a book that has something with a close-up on it. So a close-up of something on it, and I chose Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk because that is a fist, obviously. Bro fist. Yeah, my hair. Okay, I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. Okay, next I'm supposed to find a book with illustrations in it, and I chose Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. This cover is just gorgeous, by the way. It is so gorgeous. And the illustrations in this book are great, although I can't find any now because I'm looking for them, and I can never find them when I'm looking for them, and I always pass them. And here's one. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You have like the eagle and an explosion and a fight and everything. It's so cool. So, yeah. And I'm turning yellow because that happens. Okay. Next is find a book with a journal entry in them or a diary. I just totally messed that up. Oh well. But I'm stealing Melissa's Answer, Burned by Ellen Hopkins, because she writes journals in the story, within the story. If I could find one. I found one that I read, and I was just like, oh my god, this book, because it is so, so, so good, and just so sad, and oh my god. And now I can't find any journal entries now. Here it is. September 15th. Journal entry! Can't see it. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, that's a really awesome book. I love that book. I need to reread it. And the sequel is coming out soon, like this year in September, I think. The next book is to find a book with a male protagonist in them, and I chose Nicholas Dane by Melvin Burgess, because I love Melvin Burgess, and this book is amazing. And I have 2 copies of it. Right there. Right there. Right here, where my finger is over. And that's the what do you call it? The UK edition, anyway. So, yeah, I have this, and I love this book. And he's a great protagonist. He's one of my favorite protagonists in any book. He's just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant author. Brilliant, brilliant character. Brilliant book. Next is to find an author with the name, a common name. And I chose something a little different. I chose Bait by Alex Sanchez, because Sanchez is a very common Hispanic name, so I chose it. And I love this book. I love this author. It's just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Then, oh, this is a big one. I was supposed to find a book that takes place in the earliest time period, and the earliest time period I can think of is the complete works of William Shakespeare, because this takes place in the late 1500s, early 1600s, I do believe, because this was originally published in 1623. That was when his first, like, published folio was created and published. So, yeah, like 10 years after he died, I guess. So, William Shakespeare! I love Shakespeare. Who doesn't love Shakespeare? It's brilliant. The next, I don't know why I chose this. Did I already show you a classic? Yes, I did. Did I already show you a book without words on the cover? Yes, I did. Why did I choose this? Oh, it hasn't. Okay, got it. Okay, this doesn't have a dust jacket on it, and it's a hardcover book, and that is the selected works of Mark Twain. By Mark Twain, obviously. And this is just a leather-bound, I guess it might be leather, with gold foil pages and stuff. And there's no jacket at all. It's just a book. That's all you got. Just the book. So, pretty cool. And this is really, really funny, by the way. I started rereading the dialogue of Mark Twain, and it just made me laugh my head off because it's like I can lick you. I'd like to see you try it. Well, I can do it. No, you can't either. Yes, I can. No, you can't. I can. No, you can't. I can. Can't. An uncomfortable pause. Then Tom said, "What's your name?" "'Tisn't any of your business, maybe." "Well, I know I'll make it my business. But why don't you? If you say much, I will. Much, much, much. There, now. Oh, you think you're mighty smart, don't you? I could lick you with one hand tied behind me if I wanted to." "Well, why don't you do it? You say you can do it." And it's, oh my god, I want to laugh my head off. It is so funny. I'm not racist at all. It's just funny. I'm sorry. Okay. Next. I don't think I was supposed to pick this because I already chose a classic. This is the second classic I'm showing you because I want to, and that is Call of the Wild by Jack London. Well, this is the selected works of Jack London, and I love him so much. And it's a pretty dog, pretty wolfie, and a pretty book. It's so pretty. I love it. It's so huge though. So yeah. And then the last book, the last question I have, I think that's all I needed to find, is to find a book with a turquoise or bluish color, and I found The Death Cure by James Dashner, which is pretty turquoise, I would say, but also even more so on the inside cover. You can see turquoise, very pretty, and I want to read this so bad actually, because I've been meaning to read this series for years, but then I never got around to it because I was so in love with the Hunger Games and I just never got back into dystopian. I guess that's weird. I don't know why. I just never did. So that's my tag. This video is way too freaking long. I'm sorry. I don't know who to tag, so I'm just gonna say I tag you if you want to do this tag. You're tagged right there watching this video. You need to do it. You're gonna have to do it now. So ha. Okay. So I will see you guys later. I don't know why my lighting is so weird. I'm sorry. It's so weird because it's like right out there. So it's like my lighting's weird. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm not even. My life is so like messed up right now. Okay, so have a good night, everyone. I love you so much. I will see you guys next time.